Welcome to Microgrid Training Crash Course, powered by Tonex.com. The Microgrid Training Crash Course is a 3-day intensive crash course for individuals who need to catch up on in the microgrid area, microgrid control, and energy management techniques in microgrids. This crash course won't just teach you the basics of microgrid operation, yet additionally the main parts of microgrid, control of power electronic gadgets in each renewable energy source in microgrid, diverse control algorithms, accommodated microgrids and energy management system (EMS) in microgrids. Microgrid Training Crash Course covers the essential components of present and future microgrid technologies. It is the answer to your microgrid learning need, from photovoltaic, PV, wind farm, battery energy storage system, BESS, plug-in electric vehicle, PEV, microgrid control, islanded mode operation, framework associated operation, energy management techniques, voltage source converters in microgrids and more. Tonex, as a leader in teaching industry for over 15 years, is glad to offer this intensive crash course, which begins with a diagram of the microgrid innovation, the history behind, major parts, main operating modes, and a concise audit of energy management need in microgrids. We will then introduce the major parts of a microgrid, including wind farms and their relative control approaches, battery energy storage and its control capabilities, PV modules, application, operation and control procedure, and module electric vehicle innovation. Based on the requirements, more segments such as battery charge stations, dynamic loads, and transmission lines may be added. Audience. The Microgrid Training Crash Course is a 3-day course designed for all individuals who need to understand the concept of microgrids, test engineers who need to learn the microgrid operation principles, power traders to understand the microgrid systems, independent system operator personnel, investors and contractors who plan to make investments in microgrids and renewable energy, professionals in other energy industries, electric utility personnel who recently started career in microgrids or having new job responsibilities related to microgrids, technicians, operators, and maintenance personnel who are or will be working on microgrid, managers, accountants, and executives of microgrid industry. Training objectives. Understand the concept microgrids and main components used in microgrids. Explain the operating principle of wind farms and different types of wind generation units. Describe the operation of PV system with different control algorithms implemented. Understand the battery energy storage system and its control methodology. Recognize the power electronic devices in microgrids and describe their operation. Explain the coordinated control of microgrid components. Understand the concept of peak shaving, load shedding, energy shifting and PV smoothing in microgrids. Understand the energy management system in microgrid and its application in different scales. Tackle the problems related to microgrid applications. Understand the different operating modes of a microgrid and be able to run the projects from the scratch up. Training outline. Microgrid technology. Photovoltaic, PV, in microgrids. Wind farms in microgrids. Battery energy storage systems in microgrids. Coordinated control of renewable energy sources in microgrids. Power electronic devices in microgrids. Energy management in microgrids. Energy management architecture and control in microgrids. Tonex Microgrid Training Crash Course is an intensive learning background that covers the essential components of the microgrid area. Crash courses are ideal for occupied professionals who want to stay current in the modern power framework field yet have restricted time to learn new material. Our instructors are experienced academia and industry professionals including innovation leaders, venture managers, technical authors, engineers, consultants, academic instructors, CTOs, and course designers. Our interactive, accelerated learning process helps you to grasp the fundamentals of modern microgrid systems. The Microgrid Crash Course provides participants with a solid understanding of microgrids, technologies, and comprehensive exposure to microgrid applications and solutions such as wind farm application, energy storage applications, coordinated control in microgrids, power electronic advancements in microgrids, microgrid control strategy, energy management techniques in microgrids, and economic operation of microgrids. Call us today at 1-972-665-9786. Learn more about course audience, objectives, outlines, pricing. Learn more about Microgrid Training Crash Course. Visit tonex.com.